So as Lucy said, this year we had over 200 applicants. And out of those 200 applicants, we had 10 that were selected for the boot camp, and they all came to Kigali, and it was such a pleasure to have them here. And as Minister said, they're all winners, regardless of who wins the title of Miss Geek today. So today we'll only get to hear 5 of the finalists. 5 who are the finalists.
Good morning. Sorry. Victoria and Bibian. Victoria is a South African businesswoman, owner of the Metorex mining company in South Africa. She speaks English, Dutch, and Afrikaans. Bibian is a Rwandese renowned interior designer who works at Arch Nova. She speaks Swahili and Kinyarwanda. These great women were invited at the African Innovation Summit to talk about their latest innovation, and it was amazing. As long as they had interpreters in their ear, everyone who had to pitch in front was clearly understood. However, at networking time, things were different. Bibian remembered that she needed pure gold for her latest design, and Victoria wanted to extend her business outside South Africa in countries such as Rwanda, but they could not link. Why? Because Victoria's translation app did not have Kinyarwanda, and Bibian did not take her full year course of English because of her business. A great business idea, a great business partnership crushed just because of a language barrier. With the 2,138 languages that are currently in Africa, there are many Victorias and Bibians who cannot link in the hundreds of conferences that happen in Africa every year. Conferences that link people, conferences that link countries, conferences that link ideas, and conferences that link goals. If we want to accelerate Africa's single market fit for the digital age, we need to be able to communicate. UNIL seeks to provide a fast and convenient way to link people of different languages through an Android app that offers offline translations for both local and international languages. With a Bluetooth-enabled audio device, users can be able to synchronize with the app to allow direct translations through their earphones. It can translate during direct conversations, and this is a step towards effective communication with the foreign visitors that arrive in Rwanda. How we're going to make it happen? We're going to collaborate with software developers and the translation services in Rwanda to ensure that the idea turns into reality. And we're going to test our product in small government meetings to ensure the authenticity of our product. And in partnership with DMM Hehe, our software developing company, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Rwanda, and Translate for Africa, an African translation website, to make sure that we launch our product in international conferences. And how we're going to get money? We're going to get money after 30 days of free trial from our customers, and then after that, we're going to have monthly subscriptions with our customers. United we stand, divided we fall. Let's break the barriers to unity, starting with language. Thank you very much. Oh. Sorry. Yes.
Thank you, Sylvie. First of all, good presentation, and improved that you conveyed to us your understanding of how you're going to mobilize multiple players so to build the technology. And I think you understand that the technology is the most important piece of what you want to achieve. But beyond people being able to converse one-on-one and seeing each other, how do you use your technology for people to converse when even they're not together? How do you see that plugging in?
Can you elaborate more on the question,
so the two people, the examples you gave, one from South Africa and another from Rwanda. Yes. Let us say they meet at a conference, exchange business cards. But they didn't network right after the conference, but they want to make a call. They want to discuss over a phone call. Yeah. how does your technology help them understand each other without them exchanging emails?
Thank you very much for the question. My technology is based on the fact that in international conferences, we cannot link during the international conferences. So my product is mainly focused on the now, more than it's focused on when you're separated. So the issue that you're talking about how they cannot communicate using the phone, my focus is during the conferences that occur. And if they want to communicate when they're apart, then they can use any other technology that might be there, but my focus mainly is in international conferences, like these ones that we're having. Thank you. I hope I've answered your question.
Thank you, Sylvie. That was a very good presentation. And I'm wondering, if I was an investor interested in putting money in your project, how much would you want me to put in, and what would be my startup costs? And after how long would I be able to recoup my investment?
Okay. How I'm understanding the question is the return on investments and all that. So from my project, it requires minimal costs for the application. Most of the cost of my application is hiring the software developers and ensuring that it's working, right? So what I'm going to tell you is that it's required that I'm still at the research stage. I have not yet talked to software developers, but if I can get to talk to software developers, they're the ones to give the price, because we have different software developers in Africa and Rwanda, and they all have different charges and they all have different prices. So I cannot say that I need exactly this money because I don't know yet which software developer I'm going to go to. And if it's about the investment, of course, will have to go to that software developer. And if you want to invest in my business, you can come and talk to me and we negotiate on the return on investments. And that's the deal. Yeah, thank you. I hope I've answered your question.
Sylvie, yes. Congratulations. You're now at the final stage of winning this prize. I have a question for you. So we're talking about Transform Africa. We're looking at solutions that can be used across all Africa. I would like to know what strategies are you going to put in place to make sure that this solution is also deployed in other countries, not only for Rwanda and South Africa, but what about other countries?
Thank you very much for the question. As I said, I want to collaborate with the translation services in Rwanda. So if I can get enough investment to improve my product, then we can go and collaborate with other translation services that are in other countries, and we can talk to them to get to know how we can input their languages within the application. I hope I've answered your question. Did I?
Thank you very much, Sylvie. Another round of applause for Sylvie, please.
Thank you.
Our next contestant is Salissou Hassan. She comes to us from Niger. Bienvenue, Salissou.
Ok, bonjour. Je me présente, Salissou Hassan Latifa, je viens du Niger. Alors, parlons du Niger. Le Niger, en elle seule, enregistre 37% des accidents routiers dans l'espace CEDEAO. Aussi, nos secouristes au Niger font face à d'énormes problèmes, à savoir les multitudes d'appels fantaisistes auxquels ils font face, c'est-à-dire des enfants qui les appellent à tort et à travers, des gens qui les appellent pour des fausses alertes. Aussi, ces secouristes, souvent, ils ont du mal à localiser les lieux exacts des accidents, ce qui leur prend assez de temps avant d'intervenir pendant qu'une victime est en train de souffrir. Ils peuvent prendre 1 heure de temps avant d'intervenir et la population ou le témoin ne sait pas quoi apporter à la victime en attendant l'arrivée des secouristes. Imaginez que ce soit un de vos proches. Vous êtes là en train de le regarder, en train de succomber à ses blessures sans savoir quoi lui apporter comme premier geste de secours. La personne humaine est la plus précieuse des richesses. Alors, d'où mon application qui s'appelle Saro, une application web et mobile. Je vous invite à faire une petite démonstration. Là, c'est l'interface de mon application. Quand vous êtes en face d'une personne en état d'urgence il vous suffit de prendre une photo, une vidéo ou un audio pour envoyer à ces secouristes. Nous allons faire une petite démonstration. Excusez-moi, je vais prendre une petite photo. Que je vais envoyer sur la plateforme web des secouristes. On vous demande envoyer ou annuler. Je clique sur envoyer. Et eux, ils auront une alerte sonore sur leur plateforme web. Du coup, il leur suffira de cliquer sur l'icône téléphone pour avoir l'image de l'accident. Donc, non seulement l'image leur montrera si c'est vrai ou faux, parce que 70% selon mes enquêtes des alertes qu'ils reçoivent, ce sont des fausses alertes. Aussi, ils auront la localisation exacte du lieu de l'accident. Donc, ils pourront venir à temps. Et aussi, ils auront l'itinéraire à suivre pour venir sur les lieux des accidents. N'est-ce pas une manière de sauver des vies sans être secouriste? Et aussi, ils peuvent envoyer aux témoins qui les a alertés les premiers gestes de secourisme à travers une photo, une vidéo ou un audio en attendant leur arrivée. Nous pouvons être des héros, nous pouvons être des secouristes sans être médecins, sans être secouristes. Aussi, grâce à cette idée, j'ai eu l'honneur de remporter le prix du numérique au Niger, ce qui m'a permis de rencontrer officiellement mes clients avec qui je suis en collaboration actuellement. J'ai eu aussi la chance d'avoir un partenaire dans Eltel Niger qui compte m'assurer auprès de ses 4 millions d'abonnés la communication de mon application. Aussi, grâce à ce prix, j'ai pu avoir ce prototype. Ainsi, ce prix pourra générer des revenus grâce à la mise à disposition au service du sapeur-pompier et du SAMU, grâce au renouvellement de la licence qui sera soit annuelle, mensuelle ou semestrielle. Et aussi grâce aux maintenances ou aux mises à jour. Ainsi, ceci ne peut être lancé sur le marché que lorsque j'aurai un technicien en sécurité, administration, réseau, parce que ce sont des données sensibles que je vais utiliser. Donc, j'aurai besoin de tester la sécurité de mon application. Aussi, cela ne pourra être disponible que lorsque j'aurai un développeur. Je suis développeur, mais je ne suis pas très aguerri dans le domaine. Donc, lorsque j'aurai un développeur. Alors, dites oui à cette révolution numérique qui nous permettra de sauver des vies sans être secouristes, sans être médecins, parce que servir l'humanité constitue l'œuvre la plus noble d'une vie. Je vous remercie.
Thank you, Salisu, for your very articulate presentation. My question to you is, I have two questions actually. First question is, your solution proposes obviously to use smartphones. So from your analysis in your initial market research, what is the smartphone penetration in Niger that would actually make this solution possible? And secondly, as we were again discussing around the ability for this particular solution to scale, let's take an example of the wonderful city of Kigali. How would this be applicable in Rwanda?
J'aime bien la question, merci. Ok. Première question, c'est comment je compte. Première question. First question.
My question was around penetration, smartphone penetration in Niger.
Okay.
It's as part of your market research.
Okay. J'ai eu à faire une étude du marché sur 200 personnes autour de moi. Donc, sur ces 200 personnes, j'ai eu 70% qui ont des smartphones. Et parmi ces 70% qui ont des smartphones, il y en a qui ont en même temps des smartphones et des téléphones GSM. Parmi les 200%, donc j'ai eu 70% qui ont des smartphones. Et aussi pour la deuxième question, où c'est...
Comment est-ce que ça peut être appliqué ici au Rwanda?
Ok. Je ne sais pas, comme un fait du hasard, hier je venais au DDM Hehe, j'ai trouvé un accident sur la route. Quelqu'un qui est là, une jeune fille et un homme qui étaient là sur le sol couché attendant les secouristes. Donc je me suis dit, si mon application était là, ces gens-là n'auront plus à attendre longtemps pour que ces secouristes viennent. Et aussi, la population, les témoins qui sont là à les regarder en attendant les services de secours, ils pourront donner à ces victimes-là les premiers gestes de secours. Et aussi, ça aurait été que j'étais seule avec ces victimes. Moi qui suis au Rwanda, je ne connais pas les numéros de secours. Du coup, à travers mon application, il y a une partie où il y a les numéros de secours. Donc, je pourrais intégrer les numéros de secours du Rwanda, de chaque pays. Bon, là, on est au Rwanda, les numéros de secours du Rwanda, et je peux directement les appeler. Donc, je me dis que c'est bien possible.
Merci encore, Salissou, pour ta belle présentation. Ma question porte encore une fois sur la génération du revenu. Je pense que tu en as parlé un peu. Comment est-ce que tu penses générer le revenu avec cette application pour toi-même et pour, je ne sais pas, pour toutes les parties prenantes à cette application?
Ok. Je compte générer des revenus selon mon modèle économique provisoire que j'ai fait grâce à la mise à disposition de ma plateforme à la protection civile. Par exemple, au Niger, c'est la protection civile qui s'occupe de ça. Donc, je vais leur mettre cette plateforme à leur disposition grâce aux revenus d'exploitation, que ce soit annuel ou bien semestriel, mais grâce aussi aux espaces publicitaires que je pourrais dédier à long terme aux compagnies d'assurance et à certaines ONG sur ma plateforme à travers l'envoi des pop-up selon ce qu'ils veulent comme service sur mon application. Ouais. Merci.
Salissou, j'ai 2 questions pour toi. La première, c'est sur les photos qui vont être prises par les smartphones.
Ok.
C'est un peu une vie privée des personnes. Je voudrais savoir quelle est la sécurité qui sera mise en place pour sécuriser ces données et qui va les garder, ces données.
Ok. Je vous remercie pour la question. La sécurité qu'on a eue pour le moment, la sécurité que j'ai actuellement, c'est que quand vous allez prendre une photo, non seulement vous ne pouvez pas aller dans votre galerie pour prendre une photo, une ancienne photo, et envoyer aux secouristes pour leur dire qu'il y a accident ou bien il y a incendie ou autre désastre. Donc, ce qui veut dire qu'ils auront la certitude que c'est vraiment une photo réelle et ils auront la date à laquelle la photo a été prise. Aussi, la population, tu ne peux pas enregistrer la photo. Quand tu prends la photo, tu ne peux pas l'enregistrer dans ta galerie. Aussi, nous sommes en train de penser de mettre aussi un système où tu ne peux même pas faire capture d'écran. C'est pour ça que j'ai dit pour la sécurité de mon application, j'aurais besoin d'un technicien en administration réseau parce que ce sont des données sensibles que je veux utiliser. Donc, j'aurais besoin d'un technicien en administration réseau pour assurer cette sécurité-là. Les photos, la plateforme, ça sera pour les services de la protection civile. Donc, c'est à eux. C'est chez eux que les données seront. Disons que c'est chez eux que ces données seront. Et aussi pour chaque personne qui doit se connecter à la plateforme, il doit se loguer. Il doit mettre un mot de passe, un login et un mot de passe. Donc, ce qui veut dire que toute action qui adviendra, ça émanera de sa propre personne. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Salissou. Merci.
Merci.
I'd like to call upon our next contestant, Alida Omurungi. Welcome, Alida.
Good morning. I'm Randiz, born in a family of traders. My grandfather was a businessman. He was murdered during the 1994 genocide against Tutsi, right in front of my aunt, who was then 6 years old. As the images of violence and terror flipped through her innocent mind, she made a vow to continue what her father started. As she began her business, she had a vision of not seeing any limit in the borders of her country. She worked hard day and night to be able to buy from Egypt and sell in Kenya, buy from South Africa and sell in Uganda. But every day seemed to be a reminder of the broken trade system in African countries. But I have good news. Recently, 44 African countries signed the Continental Free Trade Area, meaning that in approximately 6 months, there will be free movement of goods, products, and services. But still, most African retailers, including my aunt, do not have the right platform to know who and where and how to find the right wholesaler. And most African wholesalers do not have the logistics to move their products from their country to any other African country. And that is how Comafo comes to help. Comafo will give African retailers facilities to trade digitally by connecting them with wholesalers. These facilities include, but are not limited to, information whereby we will only allow trustworthy and experienced wholesalers to trade on our platform. And every wholesaler will have a page full of the necessary information about their business. And the second facility is transport, whereby we will contract in with transport companies in Africa to do the delivery from any wholesaler to any retailer in any African country. In simple words, Comafo is a e-commerce for African retailers and wholesalers. Now, if my aunt wants to buy 100 shoes in bag, she will just search in my platform and find a certain Muhammad from Ethiopia who has an affordable price. She will then move on to choose a transport mode according to the time that she wants to receive her products. After that, she will pay using her online payments or mobile money, whereby she will pay in a single payment. And that single payment includes tax, transport, and Muhammad's products. After all of these, the transport companies will deliver products from Ethiopia right to her downtown shop in Kigali. We'll make, and the company will allocate the right amount to the transport company, to Muhammad, and to tax institutions. So we'll make revenue by adding a small percentage on the total prices and by advertising for wholesalers. And on our next step, we plan to extend our research to all the East African community member countries to learn more about the trading policies so that we can launch our first product in the East African community itself. Comafo with the Continental Free Trade Area means a fully functioning single digital market for African retailers and wholesalers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alida.
Thank you.
You use an example of two SMEs trading between Rwanda and Ethiopia. Yeah. Did you do some research to know what it would be, or what would be the journey for someone to send like a ton of potatoes to Ethiopia? What would be the transport modes or transport modes that would be required? How much time would it take?
All right, so there are different transport modes. There is airfare, there is shipping, and there is car, normal, these trucks that move products. But the retailer in Rwanda will have to choose a transport mode according to the time. Of course, you all understand that if it's the airfare, it will be much quicker, and if it's the ship, it will be much quicker. So the retailer would choose a transport mode, and that will determine the amount of time it will take to reach her. I hope it answers your question.
Thank you, Alida.
Thank you.
I just wanted to find out from you if you've done an analysis on what the constraints would be to having your platform actually working. Have you done an analysis on what the constraints will be? Because the reality on the ground is that it's actually really difficult to move products from one country to another.
So it's not big enough research to say that I know everything, but then we'll put constraints for wholesalers who register, whereby we will require people who are experienced and have a bigger time, trading, and we'll also have to make research on the user experience, the users they have been working with, and also we will extend our research. This is why I say that my next step will be research, because it requires a lot of research to go to taxation institutions, transport companies, all of it, to make sure that the platform will be trustworthy to the users. Thank you.
Alida, maybe a final question. What's your strategy to have the wholesalers and retailers subscribe to your system and offer their catalog through it? What would be your strategy to have them embark on your project?
Oh, okay. There's a registration. So we would give them, for the wholesalers, to make it sound so serious, they'll have to pay a subscription fee, and then they will have to upload all the documents that show that they are really a functioning company, that they are registered and that they have experience. So they will upload all the information about the experience. And for retailers, we will allow everyone, because all we want is that these retailers have the facilities to be able to buy products from other African countries. But for wholesalers, we will have to first do enough research on them so that we can allow them to register on the platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alida. Merci beaucoup. So our next contestant is Fatou Mboup from Senegal. Bienvenue, Fatou.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Je m'appelle Fatou, je viens du Sénégal. Dans le monde, on produit 500 millions de tonnes de fruits, 700 millions de tonnes de légumes et 750 millions de tonnes de tubercules. Et devinez quoi? L'Afrique, le continent qui produit les 2/3 des légumes et la moitié de ces tubercules et de ces fruits, c'est cette Afrique-là où la population souffre d'autosuffisance alimentaire et de malnutrition. Alors, je me suis intéressée aux problèmes et aux causes. Et j'ai trouvé une cause très simple à tous ces problèmes. La cause, c'est que les producteurs de fruits et légumes perdent jusqu'à 70% de leurs produits par manque de système de conservation de leurs aliments. Alors, c'est là où je me suis intéressée où j'ai pensé à créer un grenier connecté. The Connected Granary. Je vais faire une démonstration pour vous montrer comment ça fonctionne. Ici, j'ai un capteur de température et d'humidité qui, lorsque la température et l'humidité du grenier atteint un certain seuil, il déclenche des systèmes de ventilation et de jet d'eau automatique pour rafraîchir les fruits et maintenir conservés les aliments. Et via ma plateforme cloud qui est là, une plateforme qui va me permettre d'assurer le suivi de ces produits, je vais pouvoir déclencher à distance s'il y a vous savez que chaque système a ses défaillances. Donc, s'il y a des défaillances sur le système, je peux déclencher à distance des interrupteurs qui vont allumer la ventilation et le système de jet d'eau. En plus, j'ai mis un capteur de flamme pour prévenir et documenter les risques d'incendie. Lorsqu'il y a un incendie, automatiquement, il y a un signal sonore qui est généré et aussi un système de jet d'eau qui va éteindre la fumée. En plus, il y a un système de luminosité qui est déclenché lorsqu'il fait nuit parce qu'il fait très sombre dans les greniers qui se situent dans les villages et ils n'ont pas accès à l'électricité. Donc j'ai pensé à un équipement ultra sophistiqué qui va garantir la disponibilité et l'accessibilité à l'énergie qui est le système solaire. Et donc, j'ai déjà ciblé un certain nombre de partenaires. D'ailleurs, les maraîchères qui sont à Kayar m'ont assuré qu'ils achèteront le dispositif une fois mis sur le marché. Parce que c'est eux qui produisent la plus grande masse de pommes de terre au Sénégal. Et ils perdent tout leur stock par manque de système de conservation. Et avec la labellisation du ministère de l'Agriculture et de l'Élevage et du Commerce, je vais élargir mon marché et avec des actions B2B que je vais mener auprès des agriculteurs. Ainsi, je dispose de 2 business models, un avec un abonnement mensuel à raison de $30 le mois et le second avec une vente directe du dispositif à raison de $1,100 le mois. Le capital est le principal moteur de développement et d'émergence de l'Afrique. L'agriculture prône pour cette émergence. Alors aidez-moi à être actrice du développement et d'émergence. Merci.
Thank you very much, Fatou. Did you mention the startup costs? How much a farmer has to pay for your system? And if you didn't, I would appreciate if you could do that. And I also wanted to understand what the costs of maintaining your facilities would be, or the infrastructure within the granary, plus what would be the cost of maintaining it, the cost of maintaining it and the lifespan of the infrastructure. How long would you have to replace it?
Thank you for the question. D'abord, I can't hear. D'abord, pour installer le système dans le grenier, la première question, c'est le coût. Le coût de l'investissement. C'est pour tout le dispositif.
Le coût d'installation et de remplacement.
OK. $1,100.
Combien de temps ça prend? Quel serait le coût de la maintenance?
De la maintenance.
Et puis ça coûterait combien pour remplacer le système? Après combien de temps ça peut être remplacé?
Après combien de temps je peux
remplacer ce système?
Je peux remplacer ce système. J'utilise l'IoT, les sensors. Donc, on peut utiliser ça pour une très longue durée. Peut-être que des fois, les ventilateurs peuvent s'abîmer. Et donc, c'est les ventilateurs que je peux réparer ou bien le système de jet d'eau. Après 6 mois.
OK. 6 mois seulement? Okay.
Yes.
Fatou, j'ai une autre question. Supposons que ton système obtient beaucoup de succès. En Afrique, nous avons 54 pays. Et supposons que dans la première année, on a ne fût-ce que 10 clients dans chaque pays. Ça ferait 540 clients pour la première année. Et vu que ce système requiert une présence physique pour l'installer, comment est-ce que tu planifies ta stratégie d'intervention dans ces 54 pays pour 540 clients? Est-ce que ça ne serait pas un coût prohibitif d'envoyer ton équipe dans chacun des pays?
Can you rephrase the question? I can't hear.
Would you prefer me to say it in English? In English?
No, French.
En français? Oui, ok. L'Afrique a 54 pays. Supposons que dans la première année, ton système a beaucoup de succès et que chaque pays a 10 clients qui veulent avoir ton système. Ça ferait 10 fois 54 égale 540 clients. Et toi, tu n'es qu'une seule personne. Comment est-ce que toi et ton équipe, vous pensez déployer ce système dans 540 installations, quoi, dans 54 pays différents? Quelle est la stratégie que vous pensez utiliser pour déployer rapidement votre système dans tous ces pays?
Ah, d'accord. Merci pour la question. Déjà, je peux répondre. OK. Déjà, je suis dans une école d'ingénierie, l'école supérieure multinationale des télécommunications. Je suis en partenariat avec eux. Déjà, ils m'ont promis de m'aider à réaliser ce système en me donnant beaucoup d'ingénieurs de l'école. Donc, pense que pour 54 pays, ça fera 540 dispositifs. On va étaler le marché sur 1 an, mais on pourra l'installer sur les 54 pays. Ça, c'est très faisable.
Thank you, Fatou. I just have one short question for you around the cost of the device. How will you address subsidy to farmers? I'm imagining that the cost of $800 or even $30 per month may be a barrier to entry for such an innovative solution. Have you thought through ideas on how we can subsidize or ways you can get funding or proposals around how to manage the cost to the end farmer?
Okay, thank you for the question. Je compte gérer le coût. Déjà, il y a beaucoup d'organisations comme le Farm Fund, l'OIM. Il y a beaucoup d'organisations qui prônent pour booster les économies des agriculteurs. Donc, je vais me rapprocher de ces organisateurs-là, de ces organisations, de ces ONG. Et aussi, j'ai la labellisation du ministère de l'Agriculture et de l'Élevage. Donc, avec eux, je vais pouvoir avoir ce fonds-là, ce fonds dont j'ai besoin pour réaliser mes premiers dispositifs. Et dans un premier temps, vous savez que les cultivateurs sont pauvres. Je vais offrir les dispositifs aux cultivateurs dans un premier temps. Et c'est ce qu'on appelle le pouvoir d'achat. Lorsque les cultivateurs vont booster leurs économies, ils vont me payer petit à petit. Merci.
Merci beaucoup Fatou, merci beaucoup. So our final contestant for this morning is Krystal Mazimhaka. Welcome, Krystal.
A year ago, I was in the debate club. It is my favorite club in school. I was given an interesting challenge to find solutions to the problem of African investment. And it occurred to me that there is something big that is missing in the market. Small and medium enterprises employ about 80% of the Africa's population. In East Africa, 9 in 10 small businesses fail. 90% of small businesses in Rwanda fail, yet 98% of all businesses in Rwanda are small businesses. There are so many reasons why small businesses fail, but the leading cause is lack of capital. Most of the capital in the African businesses is foreign investment. Not that it is bad, but the small businesses are not structured to raise foreign investments. So this is the reason why ISR Circles provides opportunities for middle-income African earners to invest into the small businesses. The ISR Circle seeks to achieve a platform that connects a $100 African investor into a small business. Both the investor and idea person can subscribe to the platform. And then the idea person is given opportunity to create a business profile where investor is able to spot, engage, and make investments to the new business. The platform provides assurance of survival to the small businesses by providing capital. It also gives the middle-income earner multiple sources of income by investing into the legitimate businesses. On our way to prosperity, we plan to build trustworthiness of our customers before they invest by having our biggest partners as business accelerators like Inhomoko, Entrepreneur, and other business incubations that will provide skills to the idea person. The way we're going to generate revenue, we plan on having minimum cost for the people who are going to create business profiles and also the commission fees. I have tested my prototype together with my classmates and my computer science teacher and also developed a data flow of my database. The ISR Circles is to create a platform of connection, improved confidentiality to make local small businesses from middle income earner investments. So in the end, we have created a Pan-African investment platform that transforms on how small businesses get capital. That we allow a middle income earner Godana from Ethiopia to invest in Ireme in Rwanda. Smart Africa, smart businesses, smart investments to a single digital market. Thank you.
Thank you, Krystal. How would you mitigate against the risk of funds that have been raised through the platform being diverted to other activities? Because it's also a common problem for SMEs that raise money for businesses. Sometimes the money is diverted to other activities. How does your platform provide some mitigation measures for investors?
Can you elaborate more? Sorry?
Sorry?
Can you elaborate more on the question?
Okay. So if your platform has actually succeeded in connecting investors to business owners, and there's a risk for the business owners to divert the money. So they raise money to say it's to start a business, but then they'll get the money and put it into something completely different. Are there any mitigation measures?
Thank you very much. The approach to the problem will be, as I've said, we have our biggest partners as business incubations and business accelerators. So the business person or the idea person will be from those incubation centers in order to sustain them. So those people have business skills, they have the model and everything. So being in partnership with them and them being from those incubation centers is a proof that the money is not going to do other activities. I hope I've answered the question. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. I'd like you to elaborate a little bit more about the platform itself and what specific technology will you use? Is it going to be open across platforms or is it specific?
Thank you very much. So the platform is a web app and a website at the same time. So you can download the application or browse on internet to access to the platform. So they first subscribe to become the members of the platform. After subscribing, the business person can create a business profile, and an investor is able to look to the business profile and be able to say, oh, I can invest in this business to make it sustain and survive.
I have a small question for you. What kind of protection do you offer to the investors who will subscribe to your system in case one of your users, the system users, decides to get some funding and gets the funding and then they use it to other ends?
They lose the money?
They use it to something else. They ask the money, they get it, but they use it for something else. What kind of guarantee do the investors get?
Thank you very much. I think it's kind of related to what she had asked me before. So the platform will not have financial risks. It won't have financial risks. So what it will do, as I've said, the insurance we're giving the investor is that the people have the skills. The people have the skills on how to make the business function. They already went through the trainings. So what we can do is to help the investor look into the business models and all the trainings they have had. And then as a platform that connected, we look through how is the business proceeding. Does it need more investments to it? Is it making profit? Is it making loss? How is the procedure? So as a platform that has connected an investor to an idea person, we are on both sides. We approach the idea person, we also approach the investor. So we know what the business is going through and we know what the investor is doing, what the idea person is also doing. I hope I've answered.
I have a last question for you.
Sure.
I would like to know how you're going to create traffic on the platform and how many jobs do you think the platform is going to create?
Can you repeat the question?
My question is, what plans do you have to create traffic on the platform? Because for your platform to generate revenue, you need traffic. How you intend to create traffic on the platform? That's the first question. The second question is, first answer that one, it's fine.
Can I ask what traffic is?
The users, how do you attract people to come on your platform and do transaction, and especially investors? How do you make sure that investors will come on your platform and look for those people?
Thank you very much. So the way to attract investors is, number one, an investor cannot invest in an idea or in a business they're not sure that the business has skills or they have had through training. So being in partners with the incubation centers and business associations that provide skills to idea person is one of the way we're attracting investors. Our customers too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Krystal. Thank you. If we could have an even bigger round of applause for these 5 brave girls that just presented in front of us. Thank you very much. And so, as I said earlier, there are 5 out of the 10 that were in the bootcamp last week, but 10 out of the 200 that applied to be here today.
Very much. Good morning, good afternoon to all. And oh, am I ever inspired? I'm inspired by all of you, all finalists, but that was courageous, daring, innovative. You are role models. Congratulations again to all of you. That was tremendous, just tremendous. I think it's the idea of young women as role models for others is really important as you go forward in your life and in your career. So think about that and keep that front and center in your mind, because you will inspire other young girls and other young women to move into this innovation and ICT space. Dot has been working for 15 years across the continent with hundreds of thousands of young women and men to innovate and be daring social innovators, and you just, again, stand out. I'd like to give a few words of advice, though, if we're talking about Miss Geek and women in ICT. So here's something else that I'd like you to keep in mind and think about as you go forward. So as you're designing your solutions and the research you're doing, design with inclusiveness in mind. So thinking first and foremost of the people who are going to use your products or your service, listen to them, engage with them, think about co-designing with them. They're your market, they're going to drive demand, and think about designing for gender inclusivity. So a couple of the examples were about farmers, and we know the percentage of women farmers across the continent. Talk to them. Engage with women farmers. Find out what their needs are, because what we have learned is often women have different needs and ways they want to use technology. And so a simple gender analysis could go a very long way, and that type of toolkit is available online. And then take that forward as you're working with women in your communities and in your countries. I had a funny story that when we were doing a lot of research with young women and men about what would appeal to them, the women in particular, when we were designing digital solutions. And the women had very specific things to say: safety, security, want to be out of my community. I'm more comfortable talking to people outside my community when I'm online. And the men, the young men said, we don't care. We're attracted to these innovative or different things. So yes, design first for women, and we'll get on that platform too. So that's a simple idea, but keep it in mind as you go forward. And finally, as I close, networks, your networks of support, the people who have helped you along the way, the coaches, the mentors, stay with them, stay connected in the Miss Geek network, because you're going to learn from your peers, as we heard on the video, your peers who have going before you. Reach out for help. They're here to help. And unless we ask, we don't get the help we need. So stay connected with your networks. You will be successful. You have confidence. You have courage. And I think we're all excited to hear who the winner may be. But as the Honourable Minister said, you are all winners. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Janet Longmore. At this moment, I'd like to call upon Angela Nganga to give just a few words on behalf of the judges.
On behalf of the judges, I just want to say that we are extremely excited about the opportunity to actually have interacted with each and every single one of our finalists. To us, each and every single one of you is a winner. And at this point, I'd like to ask the girls to each one of them stand up. They're all in the front row. These girls are amazing. You can just stand and let's give them a round of applause. It takes courage to do what you have stood out today and over the last couple of weeks and achieved. As the minister challenged earlier, she spoke about how do you see the world and what is your contribution. And you have actually demonstrated that you're way up in terms of directing the path of making your contribution to our society. And for that, we have to be extremely grateful to you, ladies. What we'd like to encourage you is keep at it. You're all winners. All ideas are good. Napoleon once said that all achievements, all earned riches have their beginning in an idea. I happen to work for an organization, which is Microsoft, that was started off in a garage in 1975. Today, it is one of the top-notch companies in the world, and it started from a very noble space. So don't look at yourselves and think that tomorrow you will not be the Bill Gates. Aim that high, because you have actually been put on the pedestal. You have showcased to us your talent. You have showcased to us your ideas. So continue to work on them, improve them, learn from mentors who are around the table. I am sure by the time you leave here, one or two people, including myself, will be quite interested to expand conversations with yourselves and see how we can support you. So expand on these networks as has been discussed earlier. And if you fail, fail fast and get up again, right? That's one of the successes to business. We believe you're on a fast track. We look forward to watching you over the years in your various countries. We look forward to having you pioneer several solutions and innovations across Africa. Well done, ladies, and kudos to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angela. I think the judges have some of the toughest work to do after the contestants.